Lineup optimizers are a tool used by daily fantasy sports players to assist them in choosing lineups. These tools sort through all the players available to be chosen. It looks at their projected points, salary, and other site constraints, and then gives the users a lineup to use. However, do lineup optimizers work? The answer is yes and no. While they may sound confusing, let me explain. A lineup optimizer will produce lineups for the user to use in their daily fantasy games. However, these lineups may not always win. It all comes down to the projections and your constraints. Lineup optimizers do a great job at looking at the salary and projections and giving lineups. However, if the projections are bad, then the lineups will be bad too. Basically, a lineup optimizer is just a tool which processes data and gives an output. It's the same as a person reading all the players and then coming up with their lineups on paper. It just works a lot faster. Lineup optimizers work best when you combine your outside research with the tool. You can then take that knowledge and adjust projections and lock or exclude players. You can also set certain teams to stack or certain games to avoid. Optimizers are only as good as the input put into it, though. Many of the top lineup optimizers do have really good projections. RotoQL is a very good one, and so is Daily Fantasy Nerd. However, you can't just take a lineup optimizer, press run, and take those lineups blindly to use. Sure, some will win, but in the long run, it won't be effective. To truly have the tool work for you, you need to combine outside research with setting your constraints and the site's projections to truly get the most out of this tool. And many people have done just this, as there are plenty of people who take these tools and use them to create many lineups in a very short time with all their research built already into it. So yes, lineup optimizers do work, but you need to put a little effort of your own time in to truly make it worth it. Check out our link below to see our review of the Daily Fantasy Nerd site.